for this very special episode of the Emma Sophia show. Emma Sophia, tell us what's coming up.
Well, Mommy, we've got news, weather, jokes, sing-along, and even some baking.
Oh, wow, that sounds like a cracking show. I heard that there is a very special guest coming to join us today. He is a big Christmas celebrity. Do you know who it is?
I think I do, Mommy.
Well, we're just going to have to wait until later to find out who it is. He's especially busy at Christmas time, so we're so lucky that he's going to join us. Let's get on with the show.
It's Christmas time.
He sure does.
It's the Emma Sophia show.
So guys, we're going to kickstart the show with some Christmas cracker jokes.
I think I've got some great jokes that everybody's gonna love, Mommy.
I bet you do. Everybody always loves your jokes, Emma Sophia. What's the first one?
What do you call a reindeer with bad manners?
Ooh, I don't know.
Rude.
Rude off on his big red nose. And maybe that's why the other reindeer are always laughing and calling him names, because he's so rude. What's your next one?
What are elves' favourite photos?
Elf's favourite photos? I don't know.
Elfies!
Oh, that's brilliant. I wonder, do they take Elfies in the North Pole? No, do they not? Okay, and what's your next one?
This one is my favourite.
Oh, what is it?
What do elves learn at school?
Reading and writing?
No.
Oh, what?
The alphabet!
I love that. Do you have another one?
I sure do, Mommy, and this one's a cracker.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
What is the best Christmas present ever?
The best Christmas present ever. What is it?
A broken drum. You just can't read it.
They're really ones for the Christmas dinner table, aren't they?
Yeah, I almost knocked myself down.
You're laughing so hard. Okay, let's carry on with the next part of our show. We'll go straight over to Katie Cleverclogs at the news desk.
Hello and welcome to the news. I'm Casey Cleverclogs. A fire crew in England got a very pleasant surprise when an old lady called them to say her cat was stuck up a tree. When they got there, they saw their cat was on top of their Christmas tree. He was trying to be a star. Next time, she said, I will get a fairy for the top of the tree. In other news, Santa Claus, who is already a big man, was on a lot of waste during lockdown. He was practicing for Christmas and got stuck up the chimney. He went to see his doctor and he diagnosed them with claustrophobia. Oh, we're getting some breaking news in. Vixen, one of Santa's reindeers, as you know, seems to have gone on strike. As you can see by this image, Santa really had his hands full. Apparently, he wanted Vixen to do extra chores on Christmas Day. We'll be right back with that breaking news story as soon as we get more. Now it's time for the weather with Wendy Nice. Good evening. Hello and welcome to the weather for Christmas Day. We'll start with the weather on Christmas Eve in the North Pole, where it will be very cold where Santa takes off on his journey. As you can see by these pictures, Santa was having a practice run yesterday and they look really good. As Santa moves south, the weather will get milder. In Ireland, the weather will be mild in 7 degrees with some risk of showers. In Australia, it's going to be very hot. Look at this picture of people already having fun on the beach. That's the weather forecast for Christmas. Back to you, Emma Sophia and Mary.
It doesn't look like we're going to have a white Christmas. We're not going to have any snow.
I wanted to build a snowman.
I know. But at least you get to sing about flying with one in a while.
You know, that's happy.
That is happy indeed. Imagine having Christmas on the beach. Like in Australia, it's so warm you could have your Christmas dinner as a barbecue. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a bit worrying about Vixen, isn't it? I'm sure everything will be okay, but it's a bit worrying for Santa. We'll have to leave extra treats out for the reindeer. Actually, do you know the names of all the reindeer?
I do.
Does everybody at home know them? Will we say them all together? There's Dasher and Dancer,
Prancer and Vixen,
Comet and Cupid,
Donner and Blitzen,
and not forgetting the most famous reindeer of all,
Rudolph!
with his bright red nose guiding Santa's sleigh at the front of the pack. Well, do you know what? I think it's time for some fun.
Wow! Christmas cracker!
I know! Let's have a Christmas cracker pulling competition.
Good idea.
This is something you guys can all do on Christmas Day. Let's have the best of 3, see who wins. Come on! There's one for me. Number 2. You won that one. There's one each. Now the winner is going to be decided with this one. Let's see who wins. Maybe you'll win on Christmas Day when we do it again. What do you think?
Yeah.
We'll go on to the next part of our show, which is the baking section. We're going to make some treats for Santa. Come on, everyone.
Let's go into the kitchen!
Hi guys, welcome to the baking section of our show.
Today we're going to make mince pies for Santa.
Place 190 grams of plain flour and 130 grams of softened, unsalted butter in a bowl and rub together to a crumb consistency. Add 60 grams of caster sugar and 1 large beaten egg and mix together.
The time is against us, and we have some dough that we made earlier. So we're going to roll that out now to make our pastry. For the pastry cases. Now, so we'll put that down for the second. Girl, put that aside for now, and we will dust our work surface. There we go. That's enough. Yeah, spread it out. You can take that one.
Thank you.
And I'll take this one. You've got your rolling pin.
I have.
I've got mine.
Let your pastry chill for about 10 minutes and then roll it out on a lightly floured surface.
Next up, we're going to get our cutters. And we've got a lovely star cutter for the top. And we have our circular cutter for putting into the pastry cake. Emma Sophia is away already. Cutting. That's your favourite part, the cutting?
Using a round cutter, cut out 12 bases and place them into the muffin trays.
Now, so we have our pastry in the pastry cases. The next thing we're going to do is to get our mincemeat. Now, you can buy this in a jar in your local store, but we actually made our own because I think it's tastier. Everything homemade is better, isn't it, Emma?
Yeah.
Make your own filling by mixing together mixed fruit, cold butter, muscovado, sugar, mixed spice, a bramley apple, orange juice and zest, lemon juice and zest. Put a spoonful of the mixture in each pastry
How are you
case.
getting on with the stars there, Emma Sophia?
I broke one at the top.
Santa's going to love these mince pies, I think. He mentioned in his note last year that he liked them, didn't he?
Yep.
So let's put a star on top of each of those. How are the stars? There we go.
Good.
There's a lovely star there.
Put a star on top of each pie, seal the edges with some beaten egg and place in a preheated oven to 200 degrees Celsius, gas mark 7, for 15 minutes.
stove and open the oven for me, please?
Okay.
Good girl. Excellent. Thank you.
They're ready.
Yay! Let's check them.
Remove from the oven and lightly dust with icing sugar.
You don't like sugar at all, do you, Emma?
I do.
Don't make a mess. That's enough for you. It is like it's snowing, isn't it? Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We'll take them over to our little presentation tray here. We're getting all organised. You made such lovely stars here, Emma Sophia, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we'll give him 2 mince pies, I think. You're going to give him that one as well. Careful, it's still a little bit hot. Now, lovely. Now, so there's 2 mince pies for Santa and a few chocolate chip cookies. He loves chocolate chip cookies. And let's never forget Rudolph and the reindeer. So there's some nice carrots and they're nicely chopped up for them as well to make them easier for them. And there's a healthy treat for Santa as well, because the mince pies and the chocolate chip cookies are not good for his waistline, are they? And we heard in the news, Katie Cleverclog said in the news that he put on a lot of weight during lockdown. So I think he might appreciate the apple. Now, that was fun, wasn't it, Emma Sophia?
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the baking section. Santa loves mince pies, especially homemade ones. But if you don't get a chance to make some, don't worry, he's not too fussy either. He really eats anything. And don't forget the reindeer either. It's nice to leave a treat for them too. You're probably wondering, where's Emma Sophia? Well, she's getting ready to perform Walking in the Air for you. She was recently invited to perform this song in the beautiful Cork Opera House with the orchestra of the Cork Opera House. It was such an honour for a little 4-year-old to get to sing on such a big stage, and she was so excited. You can see this song and lots of her other songs on Facebook and YouTube, so make sure to subscribe to her channel. Let's go on over to the Christmas tree and listen to Emma Sophia singing Walking in the Air.
We're walking in the air. We're floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below were sleeping as we fly. I'm holding very tight. I'm riding in the midnight blue. I'm finding I can fly so high above with you. All across the world, the villages go by like dreams. The rivers and the hills, the forests and the streams. Children gaze open-mouthed, taken by surprise. Nobody down below believes their eyes. We're surfing in the air. We're swimming in the float sky. We're drifting over icy mountains floating by. presents. Well, that's it for me. Happy Christmas, everybody.
Whew, thank goodness that Vixen and Santa sorted out their problems. That would have been so awful, wouldn't it, Emma Sophia, if Vixen had gone on strike?
Yes, Mommy.
I don't think Santa would have been able to go all around the world with only 8 reindeer. He would need all 9 of them.
Yes, Mommy. Well, everybody, we told you we'd have a special guest on the show today. Do you know who it is? It's Santa
Oh. Hello, Emma Sophia.
Hi, Santa.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Santa.
Hello, boys and girls. It's so good to be here. When we heard that Emma Sophia was doing a Christmas show, we had to be here. Do you know that we are your #1 fans in the North Pole? Me and Mrs. Claus and all the elves love your shows, your movies, your jokes, everything. Will I tell you a joke?
Yeah?
Would you love to hear a joke? Would you all love to hear a joke?
Oh, yeah.
It's the only joke I know. But it's a really good. So, I put Comet and Cupid on eBay. I was going to sell them. But guess what?
What?
Nobody would buy them.
Why not?
Why not?
They were too dear. You get it? Too dear.
Good one, Santa.
Santa.
Oh, I do like a good joke. You're the best at telling the jokes, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you're a great girl. You're not on the naughty. And you know, all you boys and girls out there, you're not on the naughty list either. You're the best boys and girls in the whole world. And you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to say I got your letter. And I am going to deliver your toys on Christmas morning because you've been such a good girl. All you boys and girls have been so good as well. Now, I want to say hello to all your friends, because that was on your letter too.
Yeah.
I want to say hello to all your friends. I want to say hello to the people in Kinsale Montessori School called Little Rascals, and especially Ruby and Sadie and Amy. Isn't that right? You love playing with them every day?
Yeah.
And I also want to say hello to all your cousins and your friends. There's Jack and Sarah, Sean and Alice, and Killy and Billy and Shabelle, and Kira and Brian and Fiona, and Sean and Alice and Ben, and there's Acacia, Sienna and Ferris and Finn, and Tia and Jay and Evelyn, and there's Charlie and Sam, and there's Lily and Olin, and there's Abby and Ellie. Who else? Did I forget anybody? There's Sean and Michael, and there's Rebecca, Shane and Joey. All the boys and girls who say hello to Emma Sophia on a daily basis and follow her shows, but all your friends who you love hanging out with and your cousins, and your nana and granda. Isn't that right? Well, now, I want you to sing me a song. Would you do that?
Yeah.
What song will you sing me? How about one of my favourites, Silent Night? Would you do that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, great, fantastic. Okay, so, Mommy, you need a keyboard.
I do. I don't have one here.
Silent night, holy night, all is still, all is bright. Round John Burkett, Mother
bright. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Come on, boys and girls. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. On the fields we go, laughing all the way. Oh, oh, oh! And buttons rain, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleigh song tonight. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So bring us some figgy pudding, oh bring us some figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer. We bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy Christmas, everybody! Happy Christmas! Happy New Year!
Be happy, and let yourself go. It's the